and namaste everyone. Get yourself seated as today we have a very special guest in our channel, an entrepreneur who have brought waves in the tech world, Madhav Sheth, founder of AI Plus. Today, Meena and Gautam is going to have a small insight about the brand and about his journey on this tech world today. So, how are you, sir? And welcome to Nepal.
Thank you very much. I'm great. And welcome. Nepal has been great for me. Thank you very much.
So, starting off with our very first question about the brand itself, what inspired you to start AI Plus?
I think I've been working in this industry for the last 15 to 20 years. Figure out from multiple options working for companies while building up a brand. I think there's a need for a sovereign, independent thought process brand, which is non-controlled and which has to be more beneficial for the user. I think that was the single thought process which made me to build what I am building today, which is the headless smartphones. And when you're building a product for a consumer, you have to make sure that probably it's not been intervened by some boards. It's been, it has a complete creative liberty to build what you want to do for those consumers. And I think that was the reason I started this brand.
So, you have been yourself working in this industry from a very long time for a very renowned brand. So, having said that, being in this industry, what makes AI Plus different from other smartphone brands? And what makes AI Plus unique that customers should come and try the smartphone once?
I would not say the customers should come and try. I would just say that customers will try. The reason is because this is the only brand which I believe that respects the sovereignty, respects what exactly a consumer would want at a particular price point, and also make sure that probably the consumer's experience are not being compromised. So I believe it's not they will, but they would definitely come and experience this product once for sure.
So, as you have a very affordable price range of smartphones, being in now tech world is a very big yet very small market, right? We have like fan base of one product, then there is a cult for a brand. So, what makes AI unique, and what makes the smartphone unique in a way that it's so much affordable? How are you ensuring the quality of the product?
Let me break this question into two different parts. First, you spoke about the customer's cult.
Yeah.
I believe when you're doing in the masses, consumers are not loyal to the brands. They are looking for the best technological products. So they might replace the product or they might replace the brand next time when they're replacing a product. So most important thing for a brand is that there's a 3 years journey because I believe the replacement cycle is for roughly between 24 to 36 months when you're buying a new phone from an old phone. If your journey is for 24 to 36 months, how do you ensure that the experience is not being compromised to ensure that the next time when he's replacing his smartphone, he chooses your brand before anyone else? So that patience to build for 3 years with the consumer is extremely important for a brand because every other channel would just be a medium to reach to the consumers. While the responsibility lies on the brand to make sure that the experience of the consumers are not being compromised. For me to make sure that probably the next time they are buying again an AFS smartphone brand is to ensure that these 3 years while they are with me, their experience has not been compromised through regular updates or through any software updates or through security patches.
So, having said that, who are your target audiences?
My target audiences are one which would be definitely looking for upgrading their phones from a 2G base to a 4G base. My targets are definitely the one who are looking for a better phone without compromising on their budgets. My target are the masses because what I believe is we have launched a phone where we are catering to 80% of the passes. And that's what the people want with five different colors, non compromised specs, bigger storage, 1 TB expandable, 50 megapixel camera. So I think this is where it attracts the people on every single segment.
So, while we speak about features, the phone itself is called AI. So, what are the unique AI features that we can expect to see in this smartphone?
Let me be very honest with you. There are four architectures of AI. The base architectures will be always be Android, where they are already inculcating Gemini also into it. While then there is a developer code, that there is an app, and then there's a layer on top of it. What does this mean? That these are all helping you to improvise your day-to-day life. What we are trying to do is we make sure that probably how we can bring more transparency to the consumers in terms of not only about your data but on day-to-day user experiences, how we can smoothen it up their like the processes by sending you regular updates of ensuring that all your apps are working fine with the new upgrades also.
Being a new brand, what are your immediate marketing plans and what are your immediate focus point for the brand?
I don't have any huge marketing plans. My entire focus is on building up the product and ensuring that the consumer experience is being built right. I'll be focusing on word of mouth, where the consumers will be advocate to my particular product. So while marketing is one of the subject which is extremely, I would say, subjective in my dictionary, the reason is because there's no end to spend, and there's no end to spend to whatever extent you want to do it for the sake of marketing. But the only thing sustains is the word of mouth from the consumers if they are able to experience your product and if they are happy with your product. That's very sustainable.
So while you're mentioning about consumer experience and product itself, after sales service is also one of the major point. So what have you thought about services, replacement parts, and maybe warranties?
The only thing which I've thought about is that there should be no service center. And what does that mean is that my phone repair rates have been 0.03%. While we have already built the service centers network in Nepal, but at the same time, my service centers currently are facing no calls at this point of time. The reason because whatever we have sold as of now, I've not even received 0.03% cases out of it. So the product quality speaks itself. And while to ensure that there is a complete peace of mind, we have already built the infra for service in Nepal also to ensure that the consumers can get any software upgrades if they are not able to do it by themselves or any hardware upgrades or anything whichever I think the consumer would need it. We will be able to help you out.
So while affordability and premium features are your USP currently, how do you plan to manage that for the future as well?
Just continue to build over it. Right, so you understand the consumers, start working backwards. What is their expectation at a particular price point? How can you democratize it? How can you disrupt it? So I've always been known as a disruptor in this industry, which means that probably what can I do to definitely completely change thought process at a particular price point for the consumer. So say for example, if you're a consumer, if I ask you which phone next we would like to buy or what should be the next upgrade, the only answer you will say I need better phone than whatever I am using. To define that better is something I would love to do it. Because at a particular price point, if you really want to disrupt a particular industry, you really need to start thinking about because consumers also cannot define what should be the next product.
So let's talk about your personal journey in this industry and your struggles in building AI Plus, if you have any
I have many.
challenges. Yeah.
See, it's to build something is not easy. As I said, people always believe success is through their numbers, and that's the most pity part about I always say. While building a brand from bottoms up, yeah, most important thing what I have always believed is you should have three I's, which is intent, investment, and infrastructure. You should have first, and the most important thing is the intent to build something. Then you start figuring out the infrastructure, and then you look for the investments. What people start is with the investments. There's the third eye, which I never focus on. The first eye is always the intent. If you want to build something, you definitely do it. You might do something wrong, but over a period of time, you will perfect it and build that infra around it to make sure that your intent has been fulfilled. Investments do follow after that.
So, last but not the least, out of everybody's curiosity, a very important question. While AI is a very hot topic right now, how did you manage to secure AI Plus as a brand?
Because everybody was trying to secure AI, I added plus to it. It's very simple. Life is simple. People make it complicated.
So, sir, it was a very honor to have you in my video, in this interview. Thank you so much for giving your precious time.
Thank you very
And
much.
thank you for coming to our country and exploring here.
It's a lovely country. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.